Hello, YouTube. It's me, Beverly, and I'm back again to talk to you about my novel, Gezebel. I'm going to hop into chapter 4, so let's get to it, okay? Education was Corine's ticket out of Old Town and away from boisterous neighbors. At age 18, she attended a London university and graduated a year early with a degree in social science. She held down a part-time job as an office assistant to support herself and shared a one-bedroom flat with another student. The roommates transformed the living room into a makeshift bedroom for Corine so she could have some semblance of privacy. After graduation, Corine was hired to manage the administrative offices at the reform school where she worked diligently to carve out a career for herself. Corine visited her parents every month, always on Sunday, and gave them £200 every time she visited. The small token did make their lives a little easier. Corine stopped in front of one of the cottages in need of repair and knocked gingerly on the weather-beaten door. A stocky, middle-aged woman with grayish hair opened the door and welcomed them with a toothy smile. It was Corine's mom. Corine entered the house and beckoned Ernest to come in. Ernest, being 6'3" in height, had to bend his neck in order to step through the dwarfish doorway. Corine's mother gave him a warm hug as though she knew him all her life. Ernest returned her friendly gesture with a hug of his own and wrinkled his nose at the strong scent of disinfectant that pervaded the home and her clothes. A worn sofa and love seat, along with a chipped center table, dominated the cramped but tidy living room. A statuesque man stood in the room observing the jovial exchanges between Ernest and Corine's mother. He waited respectfully for his turn to greet Ernest. It was Mr. Wilshire, Corine's father. Corine's mother introduced the two gangly teenage boys seated in the room as Corine's younger brothers. They sat down to a Sunday dinner of succulent roast with Yorkshire pudding, gravy, tomatoes, steamed potatoes, and carrots. Mr. Wilshire topped their glasses with apple and blackcurrant juice, while his wife heaped healthy portions of mouth-watering banoffee pie on everyone's plates. The pie was made from bananas, cream, and condensed milk, and then baked on a biscuit and butter pastry. The meal was outstanding, and Ernest cleaned his plate. The hearty dinner and conversation helped everyone to loosen up, and Ernest began to feel comfortable and helped everyone to relax in the cozy home. Ernest talked with Mr. Wilshire about his family roots in Barbados and his intention to build a future with Corine. A few months later, Ernest asked the entire family to gather around the intimate dining room. He took Corine by the hand and asked her to marry him. Corine was stunned by Ernest's unexpected proposal of marriage and didn't hesitate to say yes. Her blue eyes were misty with love and admiration for her husband-to-be. The Wilshires were pleased that a well-mannered, not to mention dignified, young man like Ernest wanted to marry their daughter. They gave the couple their blessing, and Corine's mother fought back tears of joy. She couldn't wait to brag to her friends about the dapper young man her daughter was engaged to. I'm going to come back with chapter 5, or when you buy the book, and you can just follow along and understand everything that has led up to the next chapter. Because like I told you before, it's a page turner. So one chapter doesn't tell you a whole lot of what's really going on behind the scenes. And believe me when I tell you, there's a lot going on behind the scenes that's leading to chapter to chapter to chapter. And it's moving real fast. So go on, buy the book, catch up, okay? And I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye-bye.